Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Spartan 7. Came out a little while ago, and I wanted to see what the update's all about. I think it's been a good minute before this thing came out, and it had a lot of trouble on the ground steering. It comes with 5 different liveries here: a cruising speed of 170 knots, max altitude of 24,000 feet, 6 hours of duration, and 1,000 nautical miles. We are going to jump inside, see how it flies, see how it handles, review it a little bit, go around, cruise with it, and then come in for a landing. And I'm going to teach you guys what I learned, how to land it. I don't know if this is the correct way or not, but we're going to check it out together today. So thank you guys for joining me once again for another review. It is going to be an interesting one. I've never flew this. We're going to take a look at it today. Okay. I like the interior modeling. We got some seats that look like they're supposed to be like maybe a fluffy material. Pretty cool. So the window does roll down here. Well, if you can make it. There you go. And you can roll it back up by scrolling with your mouse wheel. And if you want to open the door, you can also do that. It's a pretty cool plane. It's very beautiful. I like the classic ones. It's a classic. Alright. So anyway, let's jump inside, get this thing started. It does come with an autopilot, which is pretty cool for an older aircraft. So if you want to go for a fly with it and then, you know, not have to worry about too much, you can go ahead and set the autopilot up. Let's go turn the batteries on, avionics on. This is your landing lights, which I'll show you. They do retract underneath the wings here, so it's a very beautiful modeling on the outside. There's a couple features that are a little bit messed up with it, but for the most part it works fairly well. So let's go ahead and get this plane started. We're going to calibrate the altimeter here and the gyro. So I press D for the gyro and B for the altimeter. I'm not going to set it off the ground. We're going to go cruise and taxi out. So we're going to put in all the mixture. Put the prop fully forward. Crack the throttle. And then we'll go click that. Make that disappear. Put on the fuel pump and the prime. Or the fuel valve, I mean. Prime on. Magnetos are on. And let's see if this says clear prop or not. Alright, clear prop. I forgot to turn the fuel on. There we go. Let it catch. Fuel pump is off. Okay. Didn't want to start. Let's try that one more time. Alright. I think we got it now. Okay, let's turn the fuel pump back off. See, now if you want the landing lights to go down, you just have to click them. This thing sounds pretty good. Take out a little bit of power. We're gonna not use the landing lights for today anyway. Okay, beacon is on, navigational lights are on. Let's go ahead and taxi out here. Sorry, that guy's kind of in the way. It's fairly quiet in the interior of this aircraft, and exterior, as you can hear, sounds pretty good. ground handling is not bad at all as well. It handles fairly decently here on the ground. We're just gonna go taxi out here. I'm not gonna use any flaps for the takeoff. I think you can. But since this is my first time flying this plane, I don't want to mess it up too bad, so I'm going to go ahead and just fly it without the flaps on the up, and then on the down we'll fly it. We'll put the flaps on because there's a cool belly flap that this has underneath, which I'm going to show you guys on the landing. Alright, here we go. I was just deciding which way to take off on the runway there, but I don't think it really matters too much, so let's go ahead and kick it up. Alright, here we go. Nose is going to come up. We're just going to hold back for a little bit, pick up some airspeed. Alright, we are 80 knots. Should start coming off the ground shortly here. There we go. Gear coming up. The gear switch is right here in the center of the aircraft, which is pretty cool. Flaps are up, gear is up. We do have a autopilot, so if you want to test it out, you can. We'll climb up to about 3,000 feet here. And then we'll do a little bit of stall testing. So autopilot's on, vertical climb we'll put on. And then we'll just go to heading mode, and we'll turn back towards the heading of the airport here. Heading mode on. Pretty cool that it's very responsive like that. There's the airport there. Should be at about 3,000 now. Nope, 2,600 feet. Still climbing. So the airport should be right over there. Okay, altimeter is still set, and we're cruising. I like that it's really quiet on the inside of this aircraft. It feels really nice. Its interior is beautiful looking, very clean and organized, which I'm a big fan of. Let's check out the back of this plane. It's got a little bit of magazines in there for your reading pleasure. You can't click on them or do anything with them, but they are in there. Little details that they have. Oops. Nothing back here. I thought there would be something that we could see for the cargo area there, but I don't think there's anything in there. No door. This is the cargo area. It is modeled, which is pretty cool. Little notepad back there. That's what it looks like from the back seat. Plenty of leg room back here, which is nice. And some candy cigarettes. I don't know what that is, to be honest. What the heck? Huh, I've never seen that before. Cancer sucks. Wow, okay. Good message. Never seen that before. Alright, we're at 3,000 feet. It's a true statement for sure. And we're going to turn back towards the airport. I'm going to take it off of the autopilot now, and I have the controls. We're going to go ahead and stall test this baby out now. Should be right near the airport. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Let's pull active power and level out, and we'll pull back. Let's see what we can do with the stall. See how this handles. It's already getting a little shaky. Power out stall. 82 knots coming down. Starting to tip to the left. It's very shaky right now. 63 knots. Stall warning coming on. Pulling back. Pulling back. Still level. Keep pulling here. And the left wing dipped. Okay. Let's try to recover. Put in some power. Very easy recover. Let's see what happens if we put full on power and try to stall it. Oops. A nose came over there. Okay, put the power back out here. Okay, let's level back out. Alright. Not bad. I like the way this plane handles. It's very responsive, very well handled. Let's try one more stall. I'm going to put power in and we'll cruise up and do a stall to the right here. I'm going to do full power in and pull. See what this thing does. There's the stall warning. Left wing's dropping again. Okay, I'm going to recover. I like it. I think it handles very nicely. Alright, and of course we are lined up with the runway. So we're going to do 50% power. We're going to do flaps down. Okay. And here's the cool part about this aircraft I'm going to show you right now. Once we get the flaps down, there's a belly flap under here that will extend. Right there. And then we'll go ahead and extend our gear. And we're going to keep 50% power in. Now the way to land this aircraft, from what I've been told, is you keep 50% in, not full power, 50% in with the power, flap set, bottom belly flap set. We're going to keep that power in until we glide down softly. Once we glide down, we're going to take out the power slowly and let the plane settle out on the runway, keeping it lined up evenly, and let the tail kind of fall down with the speed of the aircraft gently, so we don't have any kind of issues on the runway, because this is a fairly complicated plane to land if you do it incorrectly. As far as this aircraft, like if you just do it with the flaps or not the belly flap, and you try to put the wheel down before it wants to go down, you can really have some issues with this aircraft. So you just want to keep that in mind. Also, if it's a favorable day with the wind and everything for you guys, then you'll be a lot better off. So we're going to really have to work the rudder pedals on the ground here in a minute once we get closer. So it's a good thing they did work on fixing that. Supposedly they were not working. I just bought this aircraft yesterday, so this is a first time for me flying it. I really don't know how this is going to go. It's just in theory of what I was researching of how this lands. So hopefully we can do something good with that. We're about to find out. Never flew this plane before, so this will be a first for all of us today. Let's hope I don't screw it up too bad. So I'm just going to let it settle down and fall to the runway here, nice and gentle, and then I'm going to start working the rudder pedals to kind of fight it to keep it center line, and let the plane come down a little here. Okay. I don't know if we touched down yet or not. Oh yeah, we did. Alright, so I'm just taking the power out here. Let the nose settle out. I'm just keeping the center line. I'm not touching the brakes. I'm just letting the plane fall. Okay, there we go. There we go. The tail just touched down. So it had a little bit of trouble at the final there. When we get to a slower speed, it wanted to like turn to the right aggressively, and I wasn't even touching any of the brakes. I had to put right brake or left. I had to put the left brake on there for it to calm down. All right, belly flap is coming back up. Regular flaps are back up. And let's go ahead and get it off the runway. I gotta say, these old school aircrafts like this, I really love them. They're really fun to fly. They handle fantastically. Especially this one. I don't know what it is about these older aircrafts. I have a Beechcraft similar to this as well that I didn't really fly too much on the stream. I might do a stream with it one day to show you guys, as well as this one. But these are really nice aircrafts to fly. They handle very nicely. This thing sounds like one of those cigarette boats if you hear it at low idle when you're taxiing. I don't know if you guys ever heard one of those race boats that in the cigarette boats that are like blah, 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 blah. It sounds exactly like that, which is super nice sound pack in my opinion for the aircraft on the ground like that. I did notice this wheel spinning weirdly. I don't know if that's a default or a glitch, but check this out. That I never seen before. I like it. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's park this baby up. We'll check out what it looks like in the dark as well, and then we'll wrap this video up. Whoops, almost came off the ground there. Alright, so let's see what it looks like in the dark. I don't know if there's any lights or features on here for at night. Doesn't look like there may not be. Strobes, panel light? Oh, it does have panel lights. Okay, so that's not bad. Let's see what that looks like when it's a little bit darker out. Oh yeah. So you can fly even in the dark. Looks pretty nice. This is what everything looks like when it's all on. I'm just going to show you guys. So that's pretty nice. I like it. Alright, let's go ahead and shut this down here. I like the animation of the aircraft too. I do like the propeller animation as well. Really, really nicely done, this aircraft. I like it. Definitely worth it. I think I paid $18 for it if I remember correctly. Anyway, if you guys have any questions or you want to see more videos of this aircraft, please let me know in the comments, and I hope that helped. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.